Hey, what's up, YouTube? Juwan 300 gang. So I wanted to give a update review of the speedometer or cluster gauge, whatever you want to call it, upgrade I did. You know, I have a 2014 base model, so I was doing research and I wanted, you know, instead of having that basic look or that old look, I wanted the I guess 2015 model or the sports model speedometer. So I'm gonna show you how it looks, and I'm gonna tell you the functions, what you have, what you don't have, and what you need. So, and then I also found out research, I also have paddle shifters that I have. I'm gonna show you that in a later video. You can add them to the base model and they will work with the Taser. Taser's from what I'm hearing, is a main feature you would need to do the upgrade with the cluster. I mean, with the speedometer, working with the steering wheel and the paddle shifters, because it unlocks some things in there. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you. So here we go. So I'm gonna show you everything that works. So basically, you open the door, it still comes on. You know, it tells you everything you need to know. Oh yeah, one thing it don't have is the gap right here. It's a gap right here, but you know, when you're behind the steering wheel, you really can't see it, but I'll put something there later. So when you close the door, it still comes on. I'll turn it on so you can see. Mind you, my car's kind of loud, so from the exhaust. So if you can't hear me, I'll try to talk louder or, you know, fix the video later. But see that? Now my mileage was 96. My mileage was 96. What's up, 300 gang? J300 in the building. Hope y'all having a good Tuesday. Coming to y'all because I want to give you an update on the speedometer / cluster that I upgraded. You know, I have a 2014 model 300 base model, and I was doing research. You know, I didn't like the old cluster, what I'm gonna show you up here. So I got the new one, you know, I guess 2015 plus, or the sports model. Yeah, the sports model. So yeah, and I got paddle shifters coming, and you need the Taser for the cluster and the paddle shifters, and I'll show you why. So first, I'm gonna show you what works, and then I'll show you what doesn't work. So far, what works is, if you see, that works. You open the door, you know, it shows you what door opens up. Focus. It illuminates when you shut and open the door. When I pressed it on the car, mind you, my car's loud, so bear with me. The 300 comes on. The mileage is wrong. My mileage is 96,000, but it says 90,000. So I hope it fixes that. But like I said, the seatbelt works. Hit the gas. Both of those work. When I showed you the few, when I move, this one works. None of these buttons down here work. Right here, the menu buttons, as you would say, but the call buttons do work. The cruise control, all these buttons do work. You can see your indicators, they both work. Yeah, the temperature works, the gas meter works, the temperature for the outside works, and that, I don't know what that is, but it works. And all of this is the AM. When you put it in neutral, it goes off. The thing goes off. I don't know what that means. When you put it in reverse, everything still works, you know. So if you don't want the Taser and you're cool with just that working, then oh well, just have an up-to-date look. But if you want everything work, from far what I'm hearing, the Taser unlocks. So this can work, and I have paddle shifters you can install in the steering wheel, so you almost have everything like the sports model and the base model, if you get what I'm saying. And I'll have a video I don't know if I'm gonna add it to this one or I'll for another day, but it'll be a couple seconds for y'all. Paddle shifter comes tomorrow, so I'll be doing that video either tomorrow evening of showing you how to install paddle shifters, plug the Taser up, and see if it unlocks these and the paddle shifters and see if everything works. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, I like the look. It's better than the older look, you know, older model with the little screen. I like the big screen. Hopefully I get everything else unlocked so we can see the full display. And it may do the miles, it may not. You know, see that it just moved. It went from 20 to 19.9. So yeah. So just stay tuned with me. I like to say thank you for all the followers, the subscribers, the likes, and the comments. I'm up to 40. Didn't think I was gonna get to 40. I'm happy with that. Just to show people that you can do things on your own and you ain't gotta take it to a shop or somebody else, you know, as long as you do it the right way. Or if you mess up, you know, just get it right, you know. So thank you guys. And either I'll be back or I'll have a part 2. And y'all have a nice day. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a blessed day. So hey, what's up? I'm back. So I thought the Taser would come tomorrow, and it came today. So off the back, I plugged the Taser up, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's right under there. And off top, as soon as I plugged it up without doing anything, the button started working. So off top, you need the Taser to make it work. I get all the motions, just let me go through everything. So now I'll be back after I program it or get the buttons down on how to get it started. So yeah, and then I'll do the paddle shifters probably this evening or tomorrow, and I'll add that. So here on the SRT, on the Taser, I hit cluster swap and the P showed up on my parking. So that came in, and you gotta, to do it, since I have the up-to-date cluster, I have to train mine in audio setting at the top. For the older models, you have to train it in another setting. I don't know at the top, but I'm gonna try to do it with your hands. For you to go through the settings right here, you have to hold back and press cancel to go through the settings, and then when you get on the setting and if it says yes or no, if you want to switch it from yes or no, you hold back and you hit on or off at the same time. So I'm gonna hold back and I'm gonna hit cancel and watch the setting changes. See how it says audio? When I hold back, and then I'll hit, oh, sorry for the focus, cancel. And see, it says try again, so I have to hit them both at the same time. See, and it's asking for the setting. I say yeah, and look, it gives me the extra settings. The speed now, well, I had that already, but vehicle information, I didn't have that. Got the cooling, all the stuff that goes with it. The battery, oil, intake, air temperature. So now I go back to audio. Oh, my performance page came up. So I got all that now. And yeah, so G-force, everything that the SRT will have, I'm getting it all. So I'm going through it. Trips. So I go back to audio, hold back, hit cancel. And I do it at the same time, I'm guessing. See, paddles. So once I install the paddle shifters, I will hit yes on that, and then the paddle shifters will work. So I'll do that a little bit later, and I'll bring a video back up showing that the paddle shifters work. So then hit that again. It's a little delay sometimes in the changing of the But yeah, once my cameraman get here, I just want to show y'all this a little bit. When my cameraman get here, I can show you better. So, kind of like it. It's amazing. I guess I set it to SRT. You can set it to SCAT if you want. But look, remember when I started up, it said 300. Now it says SRT. I gotta get it that says SRT on this screen too. So I'm still working with it. You know how to fix it and stuff. I was supposed to have like a different screen here. I'm guessing. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm getting to it. Hey, so I had to do another update. I had to reboot the system once I loaded up everything. Now I have an SRT mode at the bottom of the lighting. I'm at the bottom of the apps or whatever you want to call it. It still say 50 something seconds, but let's see if I can hit it anyway. I know it's still rebooting. So yeah, call rebooting. See, SRT mode. So this Taser really does wonders. So once it finishes its rebooting, I can see. I think it's done. Let's see. Yep, SRT performance. And there goes my car. Well, let's see. We can see if we can update that. But it's got the time, G-force, the gauges, oil, pressure, my steering. I got options of the I can do custom. So let's see what's the option. I can do a roll, and I guess custom is I have to upload a video. So I guess I'll upload. Oh, here we go. My color card right there already. Wow. So I accept it. Do that. And I guess if we go back, that's all I see. Bow. There we go. So yeah, this thing is crazy. It's amazing. So there you go. So I'll do the paddle shifters on the next video and upload those and see how it works. So there we go. New cluster, speedometer gauge with the Taser. It works with new features, and there we go. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you need me to let you know anything else, and you have a nice day. So this is an update on the cluster swap and the Taser. I tried it last night. Everything was all good. Then my button stopped working with the Taser on. This morning I tried it, it wouldn't work. So I put my old cluster back on, and you see it's rebooting. All the buttons work, and it's rebooting, and I'm changing everything. But what the update is that you cannot, well, they don't have an update for it yet, but with the Taser and trying to use the buttons and put the park, reverse, neutral, and drive on the new cluster, it'll lock your gear shifter up because it's only made to cluster swap with 5-speed transmission, not 8-speed transmission. I contacted customer service. They said they're gonna get back to me tomorrow. Yesterday they said they're gonna get back to me Friday, because this Thursday is Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that are watching and the ones that are out there. So my benefit, I still got the old cluster, so I'm programming it now, and then I throw the old one, the new one back on. And the only thing I can't do for right now is use none of these buttons over here, and I won't see park, reverse drive, but I can see it on here. So once I put everything back together, I'll show you guys. Also, show you guys, I'm back. I had to do 2 sleep cycles. When you reboot, full reboot, when you add everything you want to add on the Taser, you got to do a full reboot. That takes about 1.5 minutes to reboot. Then you gotta do 2 sleep cycles, which that means is you have to cut the car off, open your door, shut it, wait 60 seconds, cut the car back on to run again, not fully on, but just run. Then cut it back off, open your door all the way, shut it, wait another 60 seconds. And if you still want to use the Taser with the old cluster, like this is still an old cluster, if I see I turn it on, it still says SRT on the old one. And you still get the that changes, I think, later. It takes a while for that to change, but you still got the SRT performance here with the car. And another thing, when I put the old cluster back on, when I put the new one on, it don't have the park, run, neutral, and drive. But if I go over here and put it on engine mode, it has it here. So I can switch gears using this if I don't want to use that. So either way, that's the thing. But you still can't use this until they give an update on a new program or how to do it. They haven't told me yet. So let me switch it over and show you what I'm talking about. And see, now I have the newer one in, and I put it back onto the run. SRT still comes up on that. And let's see, I'll start the car. I don't know, for some reason, the park drive stayed on. I don't know what's going on, you guys. It wasn't doing it at first, but it's on now. But you still can't use the buttons, as you see on here. But I tried it and it didn't work. I don't know what's going on. Maybe me fiddling around with it, but it's on. But like I said, if you put it on here, it works too. So there you go. Hey guys, what's up, 300 gang? This is J300, as you already know. This is a Sunday. I'm back. This is just a video to clear up my long video. Sorry for the long video. I could have edited it, I could have cut it and made it shorter, but then you probably would have had a lot of questions about how and why, and you still probably do. I'm sorry for the babbling through the videos, and I was just excited, I was upset, and at the same time it was a whole experience. But I wanted to take you through that experience so you can know that it wasn't just an easy plug and play and you'd have got it and then something else would have went wrong and you'd still have problems. So to round it off from beginning to start, I changed my cluster from the old cluster, because I have a 2014 base model, to an up-to-date cluster, and I'll show you here. And like I said, the buttons didn't work. So when I first hooked the Taser straight up to the car, the buttons worked fine. Going through the programs throughout that day, I guess, I don't know, from full rebooting and doing what the manual said, I lost control of the buttons. I could no longer use the buttons. So, and then it stopped working for a bit. I thought it was the Taser. So then, just thinking out. Took the new cluster out and put the old one back in. Taser worked perfectly fine. So what I wound up doing is just programming everything through my old cluster, and then putting the new cluster back on and just having all the features. Now, I talked to customer service and they trying to figure out what's going on, but from what I'm hearing and what they sent me was, you can't do the cluster swap right now on the Taser because it only works for 5-speed transmissions, not 8-speed transmissions. So I'm waiting for them to have their tech to call call me to see if that's possible we can do, or they haven't updated it yet. But I'm gonna turn the car off and I'm gonna show you the end result, all just from the end of everything I got, and I still like it. I really don't use the menu on the screen like that, for really. But if I did, I mean, it's only 5 screws to take out a cluster and put it back in if I needed it, or like if I'm going to the shop to get an oil change. I know that's too much for people, but it's not really much for me. I just take out the 5 screws, put the old cluster back in, and take it to the shop and get an oil change so they can change it, or if they need to do that, you know, it's no biggie. So without further ado, here it is. So I'll turn the car on. Turn it on. The SRT still comes up on the cluster. I still have SRT performance. Still have all the gauges and stuff like that. You know, G-force, the gauges, you know, everything. Now when I turn the car on, I keep it on here because, like you said, it's the part, because the cluster swap, you don't have the P right here and you can't see it when you go. Not saying you need to see it because it's down here on the stick, but for people who want to see it here, I turn the car all the way on. I get the horsepower there, and then like I said, I come here, hit engine, and like I say, when I switch gears, reverse, the camera comes on. My first gear, you see the gauges go. Now, as I move, I'll take it around the block to show you guys. See, my miles per hour go. You know, I say, and then it's still the seat belt. This, I guess the stability light, because you got the Taser in, it's always gonna come on, but you can just hit the button and it goes off. And like I said, you got SRT up here, and the gauges, all the gauges, it works. So if you used to seeing your miles per hour up here, I mean, they still work here and here too, but if you want to see it digitally, it's right here. That's where, see what I'm saying? Seatbelt comes on. It's only going around the block. So, but yeah, so it works. So if that's what you want to see, a little update until Taser get it right, or they call me and let me know that there's a way to do it and I'm just doing it the wrong way. Then I'll update you guys on that. And I was supposed to have a paddle shifter video added to this, but unfortunately, let me put it back in park. Unfortunately, the Tasers I bought doesn't fit this part. It's way bigger. So the whole piece is like a big piece. So I will have to buy a whole new steering column. This whole column had to change, and no wire harness in here in order for me to get paddle shifter. So I was just going to go get a whole new 2015 steering wheel, and from what I'm hearing, if I get a new steering wheel, it goes with the cluster. So it's like the same price. This was $250, and the steering wheel is like $250 without the airbag. So I just put my airbag in it, and it does the same thing. So that's it. That's the final update. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, or you guys had questions, because it's a long video, but it's like going through. It's like a couple of days of video going through everything I went through. I want to take you through that journey. Like I said, this is a channel where DIY or DIY, whatever you want to call it, you try it on your own. See if it works. So that's it. So y'all have a nice Sunday. Have a next week. This is a whole week of videos, and finally this is the final Sunday. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for everything. If you can just please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification button if you want to see when I get new videos. I try to post them at least once a week. I try to do them all at least once a week. You know, if possible, depends on what I order. I have some new stuff coming soon. Yeah, I could tell you guys, I have a co-air intake coming. If you know how to install that, I'm going to install that. I have a wicker build for the spoiler, that's coming. I have a back window spoiler, that's coming. I don't know if I'm going to do the Defender or not. I haven't seen one that I like, the rear Defenders. I'm ultimately changing this to the Tesla screen, so that's coming next year. I'll get it. Let me get it next year. Tesla screen. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I have rims next year because it's winter, so there's no use in me buying them now, and I won't be able to ride them because it's winter. And you know, winter brutal is brutal to rims. So yeah, stay tuned. I have a lot of content coming, and as always, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.